Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. I know the price is tanking today, and I just want to ask, am I allowed to make videos that don't have something to do with price today? Is that okay? I know everybody's panicking, everybody's thinking about price, but there is actually other news to talk about, I promise you. Although if you're curious about that, the last video I posted today was about price. I know since everybody's, well, not everybody, but some people are panicking, somebody are rejoicing at the buying opportunity, so I decided I would make that my first video of the day. I wasn't even going to make a video about price today, but then I saw the dramatic drop in the entire crypto market, and so went ahead and went that route to start. But there is other stuff to talk about. Check this out. Here's a piece from A&B Crypto. Crypto assets are changing the competitive landscape of payments industry, claims Swift's Yawar Shah. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But specifically, cryptocurrencies were cited by this guy. Yes, indeed, Swift is admitting that cryptocurrencies are indeed transforming the payments landscape. And of course, specifically as it pertains to Ripple and XRP, we're talking about settlement as well. So I'm going to talk about that. I got an update on an XRP community member who is writing a book about XRP, and you can get a little preview of it if you hop on Coil, so I'll share that with you. Very cool stuff. And the last piece I'm going to cover in this video, that's from Cointelegraph, and it's titled Day Trading Bitcoin: Why 95% of traders lose money and fail. Womp womp. Now, before we get going, if you would, please delicately tap that like button. I definitely appreciate it. I don't know how the hell the YouTube algorithm works, but I know if you would tap that for me, it definitely supports the channel. So if you at least somewhat like the content that I put out, I would definitely appreciate the support. And beyond that, if you're happy and you know it, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. I'm telling you, it's not the worst thing you could do with your day here. Now, back to the first piece from A&B Crypto. Let's dig right in here. The 2019 edition of Sibos, an annual banking and financial conference organized by Swift, saw Chairman Yawar Shah talk about crypto assets and how they are changing the payments industry. Swift is one of the most widely used systems in the financial industry, with over 11,000 connected institutions operating in over 200 different countries and territories across the world. During his speech, Shah added that the payments and securities industry is undergoing unprecedented change, with a heightened business interest and increasing market valuations. He referred to new entrants such as Facebook's Libra, claiming that they were changing the competitive landscape. He stated, quote, "It is a fantastic time to be a professional in the financial services arena. Cross-border payments are still showing healthy growth. Cross-border payment flows and revenues are mainly concentrated in the business-to-business segment. Payments have clearly outperformed other parts of the financial services industry. Not only is the growth in shareholder returns higher, so are the multitudes." All right. And then going into further detail, the Swift chairman said that though the industry is undergoing an extraordinary change with the emergence of crypto assets, this change should not make the industry lose sight of the real work that needed to be done, which is to safeguard risk and compliance, ensure absolute integrity, and provide efficiencies. Those who ignore these fundamentals would do so at their own peril. So fun spin on it, but admittedly, here you go, cryptocurrencies are indeed a factor here. And to me, it's astonishing, because I don't know what route ultimately Swift is going to go. Once Ripple has a particular market share, I don't know exactly what the tipping point would be for Swift, but at some point, once Ripple has enough share and they've taken enough business from Swift in terms of payments, and then once more people want to get onboarded, once there are sufficient corridors built out via XRP for actual settlement, and you got the blend of fast payments and real-time settlement, effectively real-time settlement, right? Kind of depends on the local rails as to how quick that happens, but still, effectively real-time settlement. Once that happens, what is Swift going to do? Now, admittedly, there will be some corridors where, frankly, it doesn't matter in terms... Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. In terms of instant real-time payments, it wouldn't matter, but you still have nostro voce, which means there's that dormant capital tied up. But there will be some corridors with direct banking relationships where there's less friction. And that's okay. In the correspondent banking system, there are some corridors that will result in more friction because there are more intermediaries that have to handle the money along the way. There could be 7 banks in between. Who knows? But if it's just one bank speaking with one other bank with which it has a great relationship, if they have the pre-funded situation going on, in terms of instant payments, there are some corridors where there's less friction. Okay, fine. So customer experience not going to be as bad for those. But if you want to settle instantly for the high friction corridors, if you really want to make this happen, humans have not devised another solution beyond what Ripple has come up with in utilizing a cryptocurrency as XRP specifically as an opportunity to be used for as a bridge currency. And so Swift is a dinosaur. I don't know what kind of dinosaur. Perhaps it's a pterodactyl, because for some reason there's a P on pterodactyl. It should be TERRADACTIL. Pterodactyl. There you go. That's how it should be spelled, but there's a P on it, so it's pterodactyl. So maybe Swift's the pterodactyl. I don't really know. But it's ancient, and they don't have a solution for settlement. And I'm going to tell you, if they don't jump on board the crypto train, those high friction corridors are going to lose all that business. How could they not? How could they not lose all that business as settlement becomes increasingly important after the payment situation is solved first? Because that's the messaging portion. That's the first layer that needs to be solved, and then settlement on top of that. But there's no other solution. So what cryptocurrency would they use then? Well, are they just going to magically make their own one day? Are they actually going to do that? And they're going to try and get it listed on a bunch of exchanges and build out corridors? No, no, they're not. I talked about this a little bit the other day because it came up in the news, but look, I don't know that there's no evidence to believe that Swift will be using XRP, but while that's true, while there is no actual evidence, I can't imagine if they want to not lose their market share, I don't know how they don't one day jump on board the gravy train and start using, whether it's XRP or something else. But which cryptocurrency is best utilized for this use case? And of course it's XRP. And then you could say, well, why not XLM? Or what if there are other coins like what a Casino Coin? That's another clone. Pick your coin, right? Because you can use any cryptocurrency for anything fundamentally, in theory, right? Okay, well, if you're talking about the way in which Ripple's building everything out, to me, because liquidity matters. The reason that XRP will be useful is because there are going to be pools of liquidity the world over before this is all said and done, or by the time it's all said and done, right? And so if you're going to start to use a different cryptocurrency, if it's illiquid, I don't care if it's fast, you can't use it anyway because you need to lay the tracks first. And so there's no other company on the planet that is doing what Ripple is doing. Zero. And Swift doesn't have a chance. So I'm not saying that Swift's going to go away. I'm not saying that they're literally going to go extinct. I'm actually skeptical of that concept. I know many of the XRP community believe that Swift would go extinct. I'm not saying it won't, and if you disagree with me, that's perfectly fine. I like diversity of thought. I'm just saying I'm not yet convinced that will be the case because they're entrenched. And are you literally going to get people have different motives? Are you literally going to find a way to make sure that all pre-funding ends? Because again, like I cited a little bit earlier, it's kind of silly to tie up the dormant capital. Totally with you there, but in terms of friction for the end user, the experience in some instances will not be that bad, and that's just an acknowledgement of reality. But still, you can tell me what you think on that. But that's my initial thoughts in having run through this here. Here's a tweet from Ken Melendez. This is the XRP community member that is writing the XRP book. So check out this. He writes, wanted to do something special for Coil subscribers. I am releasing portions of my Exploring XRP book, chapters to read before the official release. Feel free to take a look. So that's the name of the book, Exploring XRP. And so I pulled this up, and I'm not going to read this. If you do want to take a look at chapter 1 here, you can do so. Again, he's at Ken Melendez, KenMelendez. And so here's what he wrote. I'm not going to read any of the chapter 1, but let me just read what he wrote here about this. So behind the book, Exploring XRP, chapter 1. It has been a joy of mine over the past number of weeks to write a book on the digital asset XRP called Exploring XRP. The book is still in the early stages, but I wanted to release portions of the text exclusively to Coil subscribers. Subscribing to Coil means that you are supporting your favorite creators while participating in helping web monetization become the new standard across the globe. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Coil in the settings area of your account, then come back and enjoy the read. So if you want to go ahead and support him, I encourage it. I'm looking forward to checking this book out. I will definitely be buying it. I want to give a shout out to XRP Crow. He is at Status at STEDAS, and sent me a message before I recorded this video, so I thought I could send a quick shout out. But he's got a new XRP community poster, so if you want to go check this out as well, I like to help out other people in the XRP community. So a cool thing here, so you can either have the poster shipped to you, and in reading through, I didn't have a chance to read everything here yet, but you can also purchase a digital version, and you can have it printed locally if you prefer to go that route. And of course, he does encourage payment through cryptocurrencies. It takes XRP, ETH, and Bitcoin. So if you're interested in it, it looks snazzy. I mean, he's got all sorts of infographics that the XRP community just retweets all over the frickin' place, and they're really sharp looking. So if you are interested in something like this, it could look great on your wall. Just consider it. All right, last piece for this video, day trading Bitcoin. Why 95% of traders lose money and fail. Stupid losers. No, I'm just kidding. Almost all traders are aware of the widely publicized statistic that 95% of traders lose money. When you drill deeper, research implies that this number is likely higher. The profession chews up and spits out aspiring traders at an astounding rate. So why are so many intelligent people drawn to a profession with incredibly high odds of failure? There are the obvious reasons: the appeal of working for yourself, sitting in your underwear on your couch all day making millions. There's the false promise of easy money, and the draw of independent wealth. The truth is, day trading is extremely difficult, emotionally taxing, and far more likely to destroy your life than enrich it. Let's start with a few key statistics from online educational resource Tradeciety. Number 1, 80% of all day traders quit within the first 2 years. Number 2, among all day traders, nearly 40% day trade for only 1 month. 3, within 3 years, only 13% continue to day trade. After 5 years, only 7% remain. Number 4, the average individual investor underperforms a market index by 1.5% per year. Think about that, guys. Think about that seriously. It underperforms a market index, the average trader. Okay. Number 5, active traders underperform by 6.5% annually. 6, traders with up to a 10 years negative track record continue to trade. It's amazing to me. The last point suggests that day traders even continue to trade when they receive a negative signal regarding their ability. Astounding. Almost everyone loses money, they lose fast, they underperform simple, mindless investments, and they continue trading even after being proven unprofitable. So why? The truth is, most would-be traders are woefully underprepared for the challenge ahead and learn many hard lessons with their real money. They underestimate the psychological challenges of trading and fail to eliminate emotion from their trades. They fail to trade with a defined system. When they have a defined system, they often take trades outside of their own established rules. These are all obvious reasons. And so that's why for me, I'll tell you, if there's anybody that's a trader listening to this right now and you actually have found success, kudos to you. I genuinely mean that, like serious props. I've never even tried to be a trader. I am far too scared to even consider that, and so I'm more of a fundamentals guy. I want to research stuff and then just hold for a really, really, really long time. And that's why I'm a big fan of market indexes. You know, that seems like the safe route to go. You know, like the most responsible way to prepare yourself for retirement here. But that said, I have so much fun following XRP, but I only put in money that I'm willing to lose on the off chance I'm actually long. And you know me, I'm Mr. XRP Bull, but just saying that's the way I got to treat this, or else I won't be able to sleep at night. And so, I don't know. If you can tell me what your experiences are. If you're a trader, I would love to hear from you. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!